Hello, hello. Hope you guys are going well. I know I am. I know it's been a while. Could have posted, done something, but I wasn't feeling right. Thing is, it's just always right. It always is. Life is perfect, but it's a balance. Good and bad. Should never be afraid cuz all those bad feelings, fear, anxiety. Mm, they're not gonna last. There's gonna be good times, and they're gonna happen no matter what, because you are who you are, and there's no changing that. I know I should have posted, but I don't know. I was just feeling it, and I don't know. Recently, I've started watching same kind of videos I make, and I've been missing this energy, and I gotta share it. It's I love to share this energy, but getting it is something else, and it makes me feel unworthy sometimes. Just kind of absent, and that's what's really missing. This absence. Not being fully in sync with what's around you. Just feeling all of the atmosphere and everything that surrounds you. Sometimes you don't have to do anything. Yeah, you don't have. No, it's not sometimes. You don't have to do anything. It's all just you. You doing you. If you didn't want to do it, then just don't. It's gotta come from within. If you don't want to do it, then it's not the right way, and it's not that it's not the right way. It is, because you have to question where you are, because going back to what I was saying, it's not always good. No, there's bad, and you need the bad to see the good, to understand it. You shouldn't be stuck in this anger. Sometimes you have bad days. Everything triggers you like super easily, more snappy. Just not you, you know? Just just a lot more mean for no reason in particular. Just mean. And it happens to everyone. I don't think it doesn't happen to anyone in particular. There's up and downs. If there's no downs, then there's no up. No, you're pretty much just on a constant. You know, you wouldn't even feel it, Cause yeah, it's like when you're driving, you only feel it as you're accelerating or decelerating. When you're staying static on 100, you're not feeling it, or not nearly as much as going from 0 to 100. It's the same thing. It's the acceleration, the rush that we really thrive. But it's not always a rush. You don't have to always do something. Sometimes you shouldn't be doing anything. You should be thinking. Just stopping, taking a breath, meditating. You could be meditating pretty much all the time, but you just have to get comfortable and start, getting attuned with yourself, and just be more conscious of the universe. Yeah. That's one of the things I've learned during these past 2 years. Didn't really grasp it. I've only grasped it today. It's kind of infinity, this energy that surrounds us, this love that's everywhere. Because everything around us is made out of love for something. Whatever it is, everything is made out of love. That's beautiful. You know, so you shouldn't do anything. It should only come out of love. Because that's what it is at the end of the day. Because if you don't want to do it, then it won't come out. No, it's been a rough 2 years of school. Started up pretty hyped up, but some teachers kind of made me wonder what I was getting into. But there's no wondering. I was where I was supposed to be. There's always gonna be people making you wonder if you're right, if you are who you are, leaving you in doubt. You know that shouldn't happen. You being in doubt of you who you are, never. No, because if you don't, you should meditate and try to figure it out, little by little. Of course, I don't know everything about myself, of course, but I know a bit. Everything comes out of a place of love. I'm making this out of a place of love. Because everyone deserves happiness, being loved, trustworthy. I don't know. Being sexy, wonderful. I don't know. Everyone's allowed to dream because we're all dreamers. We all want to achieve something big. It's also about grasping that we're all dreamers, and not being stuck in the self into your own dream. It's, when you find a way, it's hard to fall far from it, because yeah, I was kind of falling, separating from where I was going, but not really. You have to question yourself. Is it the right way? Are those things wrong? What could be improved? Because there's always growth. There's always growth. That's what we're meant to do. That's what the universe is all about. Expanding and growing, and you know I don't know, I'm just so happy because I don't know, I just didn't think I was worthy. And no, there's one thing I want is it's to know everything. And I think of myself as someone selfish because of it. And I was watching Ryan's video, and this guy resonates with me, and everything about it is just what I want to do, or just what I feel like is right. It resonates with me. It's beautiful, magnificent. It's just that, yeah, I was thinking about what he was saying. Yeah, that at the end, we'll know everything. The fear is in the unknown, and you shouldn't be fearing the unknown, because that's the best part. Not knowing and discovering, and oh shit, so many things happen all at once, and you're not ready for it. You're not meant to be ready for it. That's life. And life is beautiful. Yeah. What is there not to love about this existence? Like, how crazy it is just to be there and be able to even think about all those things. Anyways, I love you all. Hope you had a good time, and I hope I enlightened you, or just give you a good time. Because I was doubting how to make a comeback, and it's fear, and there shouldn't be any fear. I want to be a comedian. I want to be funny. I want to make this and that. It doesn't have to be like that. I just want to be myself. That's it. It's like the air. I said, I'm breaking a promise by not shaving it, but I kept the ball there for like a solid time, and I everything comes back in place. That's just how it is. Do I really care about a million subscribers? Absolutely not. No. Just a number. No. No. No, because just the feeling of seeing that people are listening. It's like mind boggling. And I see other people doing the same thing, and there's views, and it's not about high numbers, it's just about there being people watching, and aligning, resonating, sharing this positive energy. And it's, I don't know, I like it. It doesn't have to be like that. Trying hard all the time. Trying to be something big. No, no. Yeah, I inspire myself from big people. It's like the other day. I really want the afro back. Cause yeah, I was wearing a bandana, and I got compared to Jimmy, and yeah, that's a banger. Because that's one of the people I like a lot, Jimi Hendrix, fire. You can see him right there, whatever. Yeah, awesome. It just felt great, just in the spot, you know. Everything comes into place. Yeah. You don't have to work out or be eating healthy. No, you just have to be yourself, man. Doesn't matter. Getting caught up in stress and anxiousness about, doing the wrong or right thing. It happens. Happens. And, just trust God, for this one, you know, just let it roll. And, appreciate what's around you. Because, yeah, there's going to be bad days. Of course, there's always bad days. There's always going to be bad days. That's part of life, and there's no up, there's no down. And, who wants to be in the middle? Nobody wants to be in the middle. Nah. Nobody wants to be stuck in the traffic, bruh. Nah. Or at the back end. Nah, you want to be high up front. A bunch of dreamers stuck in a big dream.